Hey everybody, Ellie Stafford here at Alexandra Cooks on Instagram. I'm here with Food52, who has partnered with Anthropology, and today I'm going to teach you how to make boozy chocolate truffles using some Anthropology products. Anthropology has some really festive and fun bowls and napkins and mugs, and I'll be sharing them throughout the demo, and then also a little bit more at the end. Okay, so about these truffles are something I make every single holiday season. They are super simple. It's a matter of stirring together 4 ingredients, letting it chill, scooping and rolling. They're super delicious. I don't know anyone who doesn't love like a boozy bite of chocolate after dinner. They're good with coffee after dinner. They're good with more booze after dinner. You can make them ahead of time. You can freeze them. They make a great gift. They're just the best thing to have on hand for the holidays. So we're gonna get straight to it. If you want to cook along, you need 12 ounces of chocolate chopped up in a medium to large-ish mixing bowl. This is the Anthro latte bowl. It's a great bowl. And you also need to bring a cup of heavy cream to a simmer. I'm going to turn my camera just for a second so you can see my stovetop. And okay, so just a few. Let me turn this. Okay, a few notes here. Don't chop up your chocolate until, don't heat up your cream until you have your chocolate totally chopped up. Heavy cream will boil over super quickly and make a total mess of your stovetop. So you can keep it on low. I often just keep it on low while I'm chopping the chocolate. Also, I chopped this in the food processor. So if you have a food processor, it will make quick work of your chocolate. Use it. You can keep this on low the entire time while you are, while you are chopping your chocolate, and then you can crank it up at the last second and pour it over your chocolate. So my heavy cream, I've had it on low, so it's ready to go. I'm just gonna crank it up for a second, and I'm gonna turn it off. This is an Anthro oven mitt. It's really festive and fun for the holidays. Okay, so this is all you do. Heat up your heavy cream, pour it over the chocolate, and then it needs to sit for 5 minutes or so. I did one ahead of time, so I can just swap it out. I like to cover it with a plate just to help help it along. Yeah, you probably could also get away with less than 5 minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to swap in the other one. Okay, so after 5 minutes, the chocolate will be totally melted. All you need to do is stir it all together with a spatula. This is another Anthro spatula. It's really cute. It comes in a set with a mini one, which is so helpful for like small jobs. Yeah, just this. All you need to do here is stir together the two. This just takes a minute. While I'm stirring, we can talk about chocolate a little bit. This using like a 60%. You can use any chocolate you like. Keep in mind you're not really adding sugar to this. It's heavy cream, chocolate, Grand Marnier, and salt. The Grand Marnier adds a little bit of sweetness, but so what I'm saying is just use a chocolate that you wouldn't mind eating on its own. 60 to 70% cacao is like a good range. If you can get your hands on the Guittard or Valrhona or Scharfenberger, those are all excellent choices. But the 60% bars of chocolate from the grocery store are great. Oh, and also use bars as opposed to chips. They're just better quality. So stir this together. I may have mixed this a little bit too far ahead of time and the cream cooled down a little bit, but I have one in the fridge, so it's fine. But this is just a good, if this were to happen, mine is looking a little bit lumpy. You could just set this over a double boiler and just to heat up the cream and the chocolate slowly. But yeah, you don't really want any lumps in your chocolate before you spread it out. I'm gonna move forward again because I have a swap in the fridge. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is you need a tray. This is a half sheet tray. This is what I would use normally. This is an Anthro nonstick baking sheet, and it's perfect for this. If you use something smaller, like a quarter sheet pan, keep in mind the chocolate layer will be a little bit thick, so it may take, this is gonna chill for 30 minutes. It may take more like an hour if you are using a smaller sheet pan. That's gonna make the layer a little bit thicker. Should do it this way so you can see. Okay, so all you want to do now at this point is spread it into an even layer. And then transfer it to your fridge. Again, when you do this, it will be smooth. If you let it sit for just 5 minutes and you stir it together, it will be a smooth mixture. So I'm gonna get the one that I have in the fridge, and then we can start scooping. Okay, this is probably like the only thing really for making truffles that will just make your life so much easier. It's a number 100 scoop. I think it's about a ½ tablespoon, but it's just so much easier. You could use a melon baller, you could use a teaspoon, but this allows you to just scoop and release. So I'm going to get, let's see, another tray. And we're gonna dust these with 3 different coatings: cocoa powder, powdered sugar, and toasted pecans, ground pecans. So this is, here, let's see if I can get this so you can see this. So all you do is you take your scoop, drag it, and then release it. I guess you can't really see that. Let me do this. There we go. Okay. So scoop and release it. And the beauty about chocolate truffles is that they don't have to look perfect. They're supposed to look like the mushrooms that that pigs would sniff out of the dirt in France. So they're supposed to look like really irregular and kind of rustic looking. So at this point, there's no need to roll the balls in your with your hands unless you want to. I don't. I personally just like the way these look when they are kind of irregular shaped. Okay, I scooped a few ahead of time, so I'll just do a couple more for time purposes. But that is it. And you can do this step way ahead of time too, if you needed to. You could do this a day ahead of time and wrap it, and then you would just probably want to bring it to room temperature for maybe 30 minutes or so before you scoop it. It'll be much easier to scoop. So I'm gonna set this aside. Okay, my personal favorite topping is cocoa powder. It's the most classic. I think it's the most delicious. It also keeps the best. If you do powdered sugar or nuts and you put them in your fridge, the powdered sugar after a day sort of melts, and the nuts get a little bit they just don't get as nice. They kind of deteriorate. So I would, if you really wanted to do the powdered sugar and the nuts, I would almost scoop them, put them in the fridge, and then dust them right before serving. Okay, so cocoa. The one thing to note about cocoa is that, and you can use any kind really, but Dutch process is great for dusting. Anytime you want to dust a cake or dust truffles where it's not going to be cooked, the Dutch process is better. This is probably getting a little too detailed, but Dutch process is treated with an alkaline solution, so it lowers the natural acidity, so it makes it a little smoother, a little more palatable. If you have other cocoa powder, it's fine. It's just a little dusting. But Drosty's Dutch processed cocoa, that's what I always use for truffles. And again, you don't have to sift, but sifting cocoa powder tends to be very lumpy. So it's good to use to sift it before using. Okay, that should be good. And I'm gonna get the other truffles as well. So maybe we'll 2, 4, 6, 8, do 10 of each with a different coating. So at this point you just shake. And that's it, and they're perfectly coated. Okay, we can move on to the powdered sugar. And same thing with the powdered sugar. You want to sift it before you use it as a coating, because it tends to come out of the bag looking a little clumpy as well. Okay. And even though I said my favorite is the traditional cocoa truffle, it does look pretty if you do a bunch of different coatings. So I think it is nice to do a variety. And other options are, like, some people do chocolate sprinkles. You can also, if you're comfortable tempering chocolate, you can do that. That can be a little bit tricky. But you can, I'm gonna do a couple more. You can, now at the store they sell these, like, a lot of the chocolate coating discs, so it makes it a little bit easier. You just melt them and you put the truffles in and let it chill, and it will harden for you. So it's super easy. Okay, and this is the pecans. And I did, I toasted the pecans beforehand, before grinding them in the food processor. You don't have to. I think it's a little bit, I think it's kind of a nice, the toasty flavor is a little bit nice. But again, you don't have to do that. This is getting, these are not coating as well. Okay, I'm just gonna do a few of those. And I'm gonna do some more of the cocoa. And then we can plate them, and I can show you a few more products. And these cookie sheets, I think I said it earlier, are non-stick, so they're really great for cookies and anything else that you might otherwise use parchment paper for. You wouldn't have to use that with these. Okay, and I'll do a few more powdered sugar, and that'll be it. Okay, I'm gonna get another plate and show you a few more things. Let's see, truffles. Okay. Oops, here we go. Okay, so this, this sheet tray can also double as a tray. These are some fun, like really sweet mugs. You can. I'm just gonna ladle in some hot chocolate and then show you some of the napkins that you could pair with it. They have also, can you see, they have little, this is two like birds on a branch. This one is a little Christmas tree. So they're really cute. Okay, so you could do something like this. Put your plate of truffle. These are some holiday dinner. I feel like especially for a New Year's dinner. So you could do something like this. I think this is like a really sweet presentation. This tray also comes in blue. And I'll show you one other thing too. This is like a silpat, but and it's like, I mean, similar to a silpat. You can use it the way you would in place of parchment paper on a baking sheet. But I think you could also use it almost as a placemat. So when I showed my kids this, they went crazy for it. They were fighting for it. So this actually fits like right in the tray. It's the perfect size. So something like this, it's just really cute. Set your hot chocolate in there. Your truffles here. And then again, some other napkins. These are some other napkins that you can find over on Anthropology. So they're just really, really nice and festive for the holidays. See if you can see. Okay, I think that about does it. Thank you, Food52. Thank you, Anthropology. For anybody looking for all of these festive and fun baking needs, head over to Anthropology. Okay, bye.